Hey Ryan, how you doing?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Pretty good. So I brought you in to talk about your succession planning. I know we recently hired a lot of people externally, and I just wanted to make sure that we're identifying and developing our key positions.
So do you want me to provide evaluations for my entire staff or just our high potential employees?
Well, for starters, I think you need to send me something, an org chart or something like that for your entire organization. But when we meet again, I like to only review those key positions. So.
Okay, I'll try to set something up next week so we
Okay.
can kind of go through my staff and where they're at.
All right, great. Sounds good.
All right, Shay, from our conversation last week, it seems like we really needed to focus on developing our talent within our finance organization. So what I try to do is try to classify our employees into three groups.
Okay.
Okay, and it really seems like the position that we're focusing on here is our assistant controller position that we have recently been hiring out from the outside, since we aren't technically being able to locate or identify our internal candidates for that position.
Okay.
So in this first group of employees that you see list here, this is our kind of our what. Think of it as our technical experts in our organization that really know what they're doing and kind of going through methodical, our staff accountants, first year out of college type of employees. So these are the employees in here.
Okay, is there anyone that we maybe need to discuss in the key positions?
Not right now. We have some high potential employees that eventually might progress through the chain, but in this first group, there's no one ready 1 to 2 within this group. We're really working in the key development stage for these employees.
All right.
So in the second group list of employees you see here, these are kind of our how-to. These are the people that are senior analysts within the team, and they're progressing very nicely. They've been hired, 3 to 4 years out of school. They really are moving nicely within their careers. They understand technically how to do their job. They know what to do, how to do it, but they're really kind of missing that big picture focus, right? So we do have one employee in here named John that is on the succession planning list, but he's really not quite ready. That's why we had to hire Jane last year for our assistant controller position.
Okay. Is John being considered for one of the positions, or?
He's on the succession plan. We couldn't hire him for the last position because he wasn't really quite ready yet. But we're getting him closer to being on that list maybe next year.
Okay, well, I mean, I've just kind of been looking over everything, and actually, there's no one on the list. What's going on? I mean, why aren't there more people on the list?
Yeah, so in this third group, which is kind of our Y group, which are the ready now, we don't really have anyone in that group, given that we've never really taken the chance to develop our employees.
Right.
And get them to get that big picture focus. So, we're kind of lacking in that area right now.
Ryan, it's just not acceptable. I mean, we're a developing company. We're moving forward. We're trying to catch up and keep up with the competition. We can't keep hiring externally. There need to be more people on this list.
Yeah. So one of the things that we're trying to implement since we brought Jane on, and Jane's working through this, is we're trying to get the operations floor and our accountant floor kind of on the same page and get them located at least geographically in the right locations, so that way we can maybe get that next step with some of our employees to understand the big picture, how they impact the operation, how they can influence metrics and move the organization forward. I know there's no one on the list yet, but we are working through that to get employees hopefully in that ready 1 to 2 stage, maybe in the next go round in the performance management cycle.
All right, I heard enough. What I want you to do is go out, implement whatever you need to do, get the succession plan built in. Let's meet back up before the end of the year. Let's discuss this. I want to see results. So let's make sure we're focusing on the right thing. I have trust in you. Go out and get it done, and I'll meet you back again in about 6 months.
All right, thanks.
All right, thank you.